Yeah, give him a cushion. He shouldn't lean back against the wall directly like that. It sucks all the chi out of his back. A cushion, tall cushion. He's kind of long. We are ready. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming to our Dharma talk during this Buddha Recitation Week. We are broadcasting from Rosemead, California, our mountain temple. It dawned on me, in spite of the fact that there aren't that many people present, mostly it's our people, our own people, our residents here. But it dawned on me that what we're lacking is information, general information, to bring people up to date on what we're doing. I notice, for example, when we do ceremonies, people are lost. And it's sort of like, you don't speak Chinese? Tough luck, Go learn Chinese or something like that. So we used to be a lot more hospitable. Now we not as crowded as before. We don't care anymore. I feel that it's something is missing. I think we should have more of an educational, more sharing information approach, especially for newcomers. Not only here, but also in San Jose, in South Korea, and everywhere. We should have some sort of, introductory information about what we do. Because what we do is, if you know what we're doing, it's really, really very interesting. It really makes sense. For example, what we're doing is a Pure Land Dharma door. It's a method of practice in Mahayana Buddhism, which is meant to benefit you and your family and your friends greatly. It's meant for you to learn about what happens, what you can do after you die, which is information is only really available in Buddhism. It's a lot more detailed in Buddhism than, let's say, in other religions. It is so important that the reason that worldly people, ordinary people, don't do anything about their future lives is because of a lack of information. Okay? And we Buddhists are so selfish, so self-serving that we said, unless you follow us, tough luck, we're not going to tell you. And I feel that we should have a brainstorming session, like tonight or something, because you have all kinds of people. We have very experienced people who might be very experienced. To Diego, which I think is the first time I see him in a Pure Land assembly. Yes? In a talk, right? So, we should have, a video or should have a plan of action so that we can share the information. So the point here is that it's very good information, valuable information that you may find it hard to digest at first, but it's something that you will find useful later on down the road, or sometimes immediately. Okay. For example, earlier tonight we were doing what we call an evening ceremony, where we started first by offering incense to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So that's very Buddhist, and that's what we do in Mahayana. Before we do anything, we practice giving. We practice making offerings. So, because us monks don't have a lot of money, so all we can do, come up with a small stick of incense, and we offer it, and we burn it. We burn the incense in a censer, and then, because we want to offer the incense to all the Buddhas throughout the universe, okay, and we can't do that. So we pray that this Bodhisattva called, at the end where we bow, 3 bows, 3.5 bows, is because we thank this Bodhisattva, this great sage, who made a vow that if you make an incense to the Buddhas, and then you call on my name, I will bring your incense offering to everywhere throughout the universe. Meaning what? All the Buddhas know about you and you and you. Because he said, I accept the offering of the incense from you. Therefore, in their book, they said, Billy made incense for me on such and such date. So now I owe him. Someday, when the conditions are ripe, I come and save him. That's what the Buddhas do. Isn't it interesting? So the simple act of standing there for a few minutes, we offer incense, it has repercussions that will last for a long, long time. It's so beneficial that one wonders, why don't we do it more often? And that's what we do daily. Okay? We make offerings to Buddhas everywhere. Okay? And that creates blessings. It creates savings accounts for us, with those Buddhas everywhere in the world. So in the future, if you die, after you die, and you go to a different world, every single world is, the Buddhist term of world is actually a galaxy. Okay? You know as a galaxy. You go, after you die, you change body and you go to somewhere else, another world, another galaxy. In that galaxy, there's a Buddha. That galaxy belongs to a Buddha. This is Buddhist wisdom. All galaxies, believe it or not, Sean, are created by one Buddha at a time. So one Buddha, when he becomes a Buddha, he creates a galaxy, okay? Ours is called Milky Way, and there's a Buddhist term for it. It's called, there's a Buddhist Sanskrit term for it. It's called Saha world, okay? The scientists know it as Milky Way. Milky Way is a galaxy. So this is where this Buddha called Shakyamuni Buddha created this world, where he uses this world to save, to help those that he's indebted to. How is that? So you here, you are here to collect on him. Did you know that? Even though you're not Buddhist, even though you're not Vietnamese, the Buddha owes you. And you're here to take advantage of him, of your savings account. How's that? And as long as you're here, we together offer incense. one more stick of incense to the Buddha and all the Buddhas. And guess what? Your savings account increases, increases, and increases. And it costs you nothing. Cool? This is free lunch. Free Buddhist lunch. At night. How's that? Yes, sir. Yellow, white, whatever.
You saying that every galaxy a Buddha created that exists?
Yes. In the universe, infinitely there are infinite amount of Buddhas. And each one, when they become a Buddha, okay, someday when you become a Buddha yourself, you all will become a Buddha, including Diego, believe it or not. Diego said, what? I'm not even Vietnamese. Yes, you still can become a Buddha. The Vietnamese become Buddhas faster. And Koreans. Okay? All right? So, when you become a Buddha, you become a Buddha because you create a world, okay, a galaxy, so that you can gather your creditors and pay them back. Isn't that cool? That's the Buddha's wisdom, by the way. So, what you do right now matters for your future, for your happiness, for your success, as our friends that make our churches would like to say. Okay? This is for real. How's that? And right now it's sort of like a foreign language to you, but eventually, when you become a Buddha and you say, oh, that tiny Vietnamese monk told me already, I knew it. And now it's becoming for real. So he didn't pull my leg at all. Huh? Okay. So you see, you have all this information. Why aren't we sharing this with people who come here? And they walk away feeling that they haven't wasted their time. And that there is meaning in life. Life doesn't happen haphazardly. Life happens for a reason. How about that? And then there's more. This way of practice we call, from the Asians, called Pure Land practice, where we aspire to go to another better world. Okay? Called Western Bliss Pure Land. Here in our world, we have to go to work. At least I have to go to work. Like tonight, I can't watch TV. I'd love to watch TV. I can't. I have to work. You don't have to work. I have to work. You see? So in this our world, okay, we all have to work. And in the Pure Land, no one has to work. It's because from your savings, imagine you are an heir to Paul Getty. His grandson died recently. Did you hear that? Did you know that? He's worth a few $1 billion himself. And he died at a very young age, 50-something, his 50s. And he died. And for his entire life, he didn't have to work at all. Okay? It's because he has so much money, right? So he doesn't have to work. He can afford to buy anything he wants. Okay? Same thing in the Pure Land. You go to the Pure Land, you have so much blessings then you don't have to work at all. You want, what do you have a craving for? Anyone? Mother's milk. Huh, girl? Huh, little girl? Is that what turned you on? There you go. She says, yes, absolutely. Okay? You want mother's milk? Oh, I don't know how it comes. But I know you get mother's milk right away. Some form of mother's milk right away. Huh? What else turned you on? Huh? Hey, Helen, what would you like to eat? Huh? Can't hear you. McDonald's? McDonald's everywhere in the Pure Land. Okay, every single corner you have McDonald's. Joseph, what would you like to eat? Steak. What kind of steak? I would take you the very best steak in the Pure Land. Wagyu steak. Alexander Steakhouse. You see? In the Pure Land, you want steak? Steak comes. In the right amount. Not too much, not too little. Too little, we're still hungry. Too much, we become fat. So always the right amount. And you eat it, so delicious. And with all the sauces, Worcester sauce, Heinz, you name it, and you eat it and you enjoy it so much, and when you're full, just as you get to be full, steak is gone. Just the right amount. That's the Pure Land. The same thing Mr. Getty can afford to do. He says, I am a billionaire. If I want something, I call Uber. Or Air Uber, I don't know. Okay? And food is delivered to me. I don't have to do anything. And that's the nature of the blessings you have in the Pure Land. Ma'am, are you interested? Huh? She says, no, I don't want to eat. So that's the nature of Pure Land, by the way. You go to the Pure Land because you have a lot of blessings, and you go there, and it's not just that you have a blessings to have a good life, but you have the blessings to have the greatest teacher, okay, who will teach you, who will guide you until you no longer need guidance. You know? Things that your mother never told you, Sean. And your dad never told you. I was growing up, I wish my dad told me about Mahayana. Serious. I know you guys, and the master is so boring. Oh my God, you don't know what you're missing until you learn Mahayana. It has such information, interesting information, that gives you kind of insights you cannot get from reading in the worldly books. You know, Mahayana has psychology, okay, has all kinds of interesting knowledge and wisdom. We call it wisdom. That's so beneficial that you can benefit yourself, benefit your mother, your father, your siblings, your children. YouTube has a questions from yesterday. Go ahead, YouTube. See, now she wants really milk, mom's milk. Yeah? Same thing in San Jose. San Jose, we need to have some sort of program, need to make more efforts to educate our people, so that they see why it's so meaningful to do all these things. You're not wasting time. You are doing things that are incredibly useful and beneficial for yourself. So what happened to YouTube? Sorry. Anyone has a question? Any questions? So, because we have different levels, there are newcomers, beginners, and advanced people as well. So we need to have such programs, such tools that we can use. Black right there.
Hello, mô Phật và thầy, mình làm phước á, Đức Phật cũng dạy, hồi đó tới giờ mình cũng nghe Đức Phật dạy mình làm phước hoài, mà nó làm phước không biết có hai cái phải không? Một cái thứ nhất mình làm phước rồi để mình hiện giờ mình hoặc là kiếp sau mình hưởng, là cái nguyện của mình là làm phước là như vậy. Rồi bây giờ thầy dạy một cái làm phước á, mà để đi giảng sanh là hai cái đó làm sao thầy phải cắt nghĩa cho tụi con hiểu biết rồi để tụi con mới làm. Chứ bây giờ nói làm phước ai nào cũng nhào ra làm phước cái dân đi xin 5 đồng 10 đồng ra nó cũng đi làm phước nữa. Là cái đó làm phước ở thế gian hoặc là làm phước để cho mình sau này mình không có nghèo. Rồi bây giờ thầy dạy đó, sư phụ dạy đó, mình đi làm phước để trồng cái phước giảng sanh để mai mốt mình đi qua bên tịnh độ mình mới có xài. Mà những người nói một cái câu như vậy là cũng không phải. Rồi có người đó nói là ôi không phải đâu, mình niệm Phật rồi mai mốt mình được đi giảng sanh. Là 3 cái điều kiện đó thầy phải giải thích cho người ta nghe rõ ràng. Người ta sau này người ta mới biết người ta làm đó thầy. Mô Phật.
Master, we usually learn that the Buddha taught us to practice giving to generate blessing, and that kind of blessing we either benefit from this lifetime or next lifetime. And then now you are teaching us to generate rebirth blessing. Could you please elaborate more? What is the differences in the different kind of blessing? Because like a lot of people, they say, okay, now you just need to recite the Buddha's name and then you can get rebirth to the Pure Land. So what is the rebirth blessing? How to do with it?
Okay, anyone would like to answer her? And it's a kind of question that you should learn the answer as well yourself. Yes? In the future, we will have many people speaking Dharma. Okay? So that you can learn, you can practice how to speak the Dharma while I'm here. I can train you, I can teach you. Okay? And but for tonight, since I'm the only one with a microphone, I will answer for her. How's that? Okay. We need to get more microphone. Do fundraiser. Okay. Just kidding. We have enough microphone, I'm told. In Buddhism, the first thing you learn is to practice giving. Okay? As I told you, you go in and you offer incense like we do to the Buddhas, or another form of offering is giving is you acknowledge the Buddha or bow. More formally, you can bow to the Buddha, you can acknowledge the Buddha like this. Or when you go to a church, you acknowledge God, right? Jesus. Yes? Okay? The acknowledgement, okay, that's a form of offering, by the way. That alone, in Buddhism, unlike a church, when you go to, I don't know what happens when you go to a church and you nod to the God and Jesus and so forth. You have some blessings. But in Buddhism, like you came here tonight and you looked at the Buddha image here and you were not, or Bodhisattva image and you're not, okay, or even you bow more formally, you have tremendous amount of blessings. How much? Enough for you to become a Buddha in the future. Believe it or not. Okay? One simple knot like this. That's it. You will become a Buddha in the future. Now, get this straight. You become a Buddha in a very distant future. It's not that easy. Don't think, oh, I want to become a Buddha. I'm done. No, it's just you need a lot more to become a Buddha. But that's it kickstarts you on the path to become a Buddha yourself. You have your own galaxy. How's that? So that's why in Buddhism, okay, we teach our people, our followers, and give them a chance to practice giving. Giving is you give, you give respect. When you bow to the Buddha, you say, okay, you seem like an honorable person, a venerable, can be venerated, okay, venerable person, so I acknowledge you. That is creating blessings right there. Giving respect is a form of giving. Giving money, giving up labor, giving of, what do people give in our temple? Flowers. There you go. Giving of flowers. Okay? And so each act of giving creates blessings for you. So far, so good? So you get blessings by giving. First things first. If you want to go shopping, comes tomorrow, Cyber Monday. Tomorrow, Cyber Monday. Anyone knows that? Anyone's aware of that? I've been researching what kind of computer I should be buying. Okay. So tomorrow is a big Cyber Monday shopping. So in order to shop, what do? You need to have money. You can't charge it forever. Like Xian Tong, she said, I charged my MasterCard. So in order to buy something, you need to have the money. In order to get something you want, you have to have the blessings. So that's why in Buddhism, let's be practical. You create blessings first. Don't ask. Is it clear? Buddhism says, don't come in and say, give me, give me, give me. That's not Buddhism. Okay? Because it's misleading. I give something to you for two reasons. Because number one, I owe you, like you owe your children. Your children, you need to give them food, you need to give them shelter, clothing, medicine, insurance, because you owe them. Okay? So you're paying them back. That's why you give. Another is that now when you give too much, more than you owe them, now they owe you. In the future, they have to give you. Okay? In Buddhism, it's no two ways about it. If you owe people, like you owe bank, you have to pay them back. Otherwise, they come and seize your house, your cars. Right? So, is there a question or comment? Balu?
YouTube has a comment on
Yes.
yesterday's video.
Yes.
How have you confirmed your claims about rebirth and the Pure Land?
How I confirm?
Yes.
Just BS. Okay? Okay, so no confirmation, just BS. So the fact is that if you understand that simple fact, then you have to give. That's the first thing you do. Okay? Because when you give, you will always get something back in return. You never lose. And you take, then you're using up your blessings. When you give, you're creating blessings. And that's what she's referring to. He says, we teach our people to give, that to create blessings. Okay? Now, there's also a trick behind it. You should know how to give. Okay? Because if you give right, you give $1, you get more than $1 back. Wouldn't you like to do that? That's what she does. This woman here, she comes to my temple, she gives $1, she knows she's getting back 100, maybe 1,000. That's why she gives. Okay? And what confirmation does she have? In the future, she will win the Super Lotto. How's that? For confirmation. Yes, balloon.
Yesterday,
Yeah.
if you buy a 49-day plaque, do you need to participate or will the monks do it for you?
Depends. You go to your Xian Tong Chiu Chao temple. It's different. I think they make you come and recite or whatever. Okay. Yeah. So it depends. It depends. You have each place is different. Okay. So going back to the point of giving. So if you know how to give, in Buddhism, the concept of giving is also associated with a concept called what? Field of blessings. In Buddhism, we practice in order, we work hard, us professionals work hard in order to, in the future, become field of blessings. That's what our Buddha taught us. Okay? Meaning that each temple, each monk are field of blessings. So when you give to them separately, individually, the multiplier varies. Does it make sense? It's the same. Like you go and pay your tuition fees in a junior college here in California, okay? What you get back in education, okay? It's different from if you were to pay tuition fees in, let's say, a UC institution, okay? The education level is quite different. The quality is quite different, okay? Same thing. So the field blessings here is an institution in Buddhism where you go there and let's say you donate $1, you donate some incense, you donate some candles, whatever. That, each one of them has its unique multiplier that you get back from. So case in point, my master, my Chinese master, is a great sage. Okay? You go and donate $1 like this woman here, his disciple, used to do. Okay? You go to their kitchen, the temple's kitchen, she helps out. Okay? So you go to the kitchen, you help out. What is the minimum wage nowadays? $15 in California, right? No wonder all the restaurants are closing. Too expensive. Anyway, so you, she used to go and at my master's temples and help out in the kitchen. So that help there, that free labor, volunteer labor, is worth the monetary of the hourly rates that they have to pay someone to do that same amount of work, right? So that is a offering right there. That's a giving right there. So let's say she gave an hour, so $15, just to keep it simple, right? That $15 that she earned by helping for 1 hour in the kitchen, okay, at my Chinese master. What did she get back? Not $15, but she gets back, I don't know. I can tell you what she gets back in my temple. At least $15.
Không có $15 đâu thầy ơi. Không thể tưởng tượng được.
My master, she says, incredible. The multiply is incredible. Think about 10,000. 1,000, 10,000, 1 million, depending on some circumstances. Okay? So that's why it's called field blessings. You, eventually, yourself, will become field blessings. This is why you work hard. Hey, Corinne, Suni, she's sleeping. You're not interested in becoming a field blessings, are you? Yeah. He said, why do I have to do it? Let Master do it. If I do it, I become a Buddha. You don't do it, you don't become a Buddha. Okay. So anyway, so all of you will eventually have your own temples, become your own field blessings, and the difference is that the multiplier. Okay. So you give to my master's temples, the multiplier is so much bigger than you give to me. Okay? Right. So that's why you work hard in order to have the blessings, so that when people give to you, it's your blessings that's used to pay them, right? It's not free. Is that clear? My master has so many blessings that when Goyin gives to him, she gets back the blessing that's real, because he has so many blessings. He's been accruing. Are you paying attention, Korean girl? Huh? This is why you need to start accruing now. Don't wait. Okay? And that's why she says earlier, if you give and you get all these blessings back, what do you do with them? And she says, I want to use it to be happy, to have a good life and so forth. She says, it's a good thing. That's what people want. Yes? But also, do you notice? He sits in full lotus. Look at that. He says, sit down. Just like an adult. Pull his 2 legs up. Well-trained boy. Anyway, so you have a lot of blessings by practicing giving, okay? So the more you give, even the sticky incense there, that's blessings. When you offer to Buddha, the multiplier is even bigger than her Chinese master. Okay? So you have to be careful. When you know you have those such blessings coming back, you have to realize that in the future you'll be very wealthy. Very, very wealthy. And what happens to wealthy people, like the Gettys and all those people? They become arrogant and says, I own you. They come to the temple and says, respect me. If you don't respect me, I don't give you money. Sounds familiar? Well, that's what happens to me. And because those people have blessings, that's why they're rich. Now they're rich. Okay? And you have to be careful. You practice a lot of giving, you have a lot of blessings. In the future, you'll be rich, And it's very dangerous because you're that rich, you become arrogant, and you become disrespectful, and that's when you get in trouble. Okay? So she says, if the blessing is there, you better learn to use it properly. And best yet, better yet, when you have blessings, use them in order to practice, to become a better person, to become a better member of society. Okay? And that's you use it for practice, for cultivation, to cultivate. That's how you become a Buddha faster. Okay? So her question is, how do I make sure I don't abuse it? I've been giving. People have been giving. How can they make sure that they don't abuse the blessings they're getting back? That's her question. Right? Black.
Phật bạch thầy, con lãnh được cái phước báo của Đức Phật, thì con phải làm cái gì cho nhà Phật? Là con chỉ mong ước mà con có đó, lãnh được cái phước báo đó, con là muốn bất cứ người nào, con muốn làm cái phước giảng sanh cho những người đó. Chứ con không muốn để bây giờ mình có phước báo rồi ăn được đẹp rồi cái này cái kia, con không nghĩ đâu. Con lãnh được cái phước báo mà Phật ban cho và sư phụ ban cho đó. Thì con muốn để trồng cái phước giảng sanh cho bất cứ một người nào, con biết con không biết, mà người nào con mà tùy con có đó lãnh được là con phải bố thí.
Exactly.
Mô Phật.
Translation.
Master, whatever blessing I receive from the Buddha and from my master, I don't want to use it for food or for clothing or for comfort life. I want to use it for rebirth blessing, and whoever I encounter, I want to give it to them.
And that's exactly what is taught in Buddhism, in Mahayana. Whatever blessings we get from our acts of goodness, we give it away. All of it. We don't keep it. That's inherent in our practices. Okay? All the blessings you generate from today, okay? At the end of the day, we kind of forgot to tell you. At the end of the day, a little bit later, in a few more minutes, we do something called great transference, where we give it away to all living beings, hoping that in the future, they will attain rebirth to the Pure Land themselves, where they never know suffering ever again. That's the spirit she just mentioned. Okay, that's Mahayana. When we generate blessings, it's in order to help others, not to benefit ourselves. That's our spirit. Okay? And because of that, we become even more blessed. We accrue even more blessing by giving it away. Remember, when you give it away, you always get back more. Always. Okay? So that's why the more blessings you generate from your act of giving, you give it away, and it comes back more, and give it away, and it comes back more. You see that how infinite that loop is? That's how you don't abuse it, you don't waste it. If the people who waste it is because in the past they gave and then they said, I give this in, I hope in the future I be rich and I will have a happy life and a very comfortable life. Okay, that's because they were not taught how to give properly. Because all your blessing, nothing stops you from becoming a king, becoming an emperor, and still continue to do good. Okay? Yes, Blue, you still have a question here, follow up? 2 questions?
Master, when we bow to a teacher of any kind or any reason with wisdom, are we generating blessings for ourselves? Is it a form of offer, just like when we pay any kind of respect to the Buddhas?
Yes, absolutely. Again, it is a form of offering of respect, that brings blessings, and there's a difference in multipliers. If, let's say, you bow to a regular monk like me, the blessing you get back, because you're respecting a low-life monk like me, is not much blessings. But you bow to the Buddha, for example, you bow to a senior monk, for example, the blessing you get back is far greater. Okay? Absolutely. Second question.
Is cultivation the highest form of offerings to the Buddhas?
No, it's too vague. I don't cultivate, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Offering?
Offerings of samadhi are the best kind of offering. I don't know what it is. I have no samadhi. Why would I comment on something I don't know anything about? Nice try. Anyone else? Okay? So it's a mindset. When you generate these blessings, the way we train you is that you generate blessings in order to do even more good, not to benefit yourself. If you have that kind of mindset, your multiplier is even greater. Case in point, you give to Master YongHua $1, you get 10,000 back. Okay? No two ways about it. 10,000 back. Or more. When he was alive. Now he's dead. You give and say, I want to give you $1,000 to his temple. Guess how much you're getting back? Still pretty good. At least 100. Still at least 100. Okay? But my point is that you have to give that in person. You can't just say, I want to give, go to Master YongHua's temple. I want to give this to Master YongHua. He's dead already. He cannot accept your money. Let's get real. Okay? I'm touching a new can of worms, opening a new can of worms. She said, oh, how can you dare talk to my temples like that? It's the truth.
Mô Phật và Thầy, Quả Ngân á, đi biết Ngài Sư Phụ, xong á, Quả Ngân không biết cúng một đồng được cho Sư Phụ nữa. Quả Ngân nói thiệt bữa nay. Mà Quả Ngân đó, Thầy có cái tâm như vậy nè. Quả Ngân á, thích kêu người này người kia đi tới chùa cúng, tại vì mình không có tiền cúng rồi. Mình kêu những người khác cúng nhiều hơn mình nữa Thầy.
That's why they all become rich and she's still poor.
Master, I have to admit to you, since I knew Sư Phụ, I never make any offering to him, any single dollar, but I will bring my friends, my relatives come over, and then they make a lot of offering to him.
Con kêu những mấy bà già đó, trời ơi, mấy bà già nó có tiền nhiều lắm, nó đi cúng nhiều thiệt là nhiều vậy đó, mà mình không có cúng đồng nào hết.
No, I know these old lady, they have a lot of money, so they can make a lot of donation to the temple, but I'm so poor, I don't have money.
Let me, she's, that's why she's still very poor. But let me stress this point here. And people have been saying that, they said, I go and make an offering, give money to Master YongHua at his temple. I say, are you kidding me? He's dead. How can you make an offering to him? He can't accept your money. Okay? So let's stop this nonsense. It's just no different than you saying, if I were you, it's the same logic. I'd say, instead of making an offering to Master YongHua, why don't you make an offering to the Buddha? It's much better. Does it make sense? Why would you even make an offering to Master YongHua? He's no Buddha. Make an offering to Shakyamuni Buddha. It's far greater blessings. Same rationale. The Buddha is dead already. You cannot make an offering to him. Are you kidding me? It doesn't work like that. Okay, so each few blessings matters. You have to choose where you practice giving, when you give, because it makes a difference. Okay? And number two, what you give, you also, the mindset is very important. When your mind, when you give, is to benefit yourself, your benefits are very small. Your multiplier is very small. But if your mind says, I do this in order to help others, then the multiplier is bigger. Okay? Yeah? Okay, Blue.
So you are saying that if we offer $100 to you in person, we would generate more blessings than offering $100 to you to your temple online?
No. Please do it online. It's much faster. I assure you, you get back at least $102. How is that? 2% interest. That's far greater than your savings bank is paying you. No, what I mean is that a field blessing is a live person. It's not, a abstract entity like a Buddha somewhere or a dead monk or something. It doesn't work like that. A field blessing is that the Buddha, when he was alive, he says, I train you, okay? I train you monks so that you become an arhat, you become enlightened, okay? Because that means you have a lot of blessings before you can become enlightened. And then, since you have a lot of blessings, now you need to go out there and be a few blessings, because you need to give away the blessing to someone else who needs more than you do. Is it clear? That's how it works in Buddhism. You have blessings in order to give it away, not keep it for yourself. Okay? That's why you give to these live people who are few blessings, well then so you can pick their pockets. Isn't it cool? Now you know. Okay? We do offer a little bit slightly higher interest than your savings account, for the record. That's about it. You're better off giving to other temples. Okay? All right. Time is up. Final questions? No final questions? So, in summary, it's a lot more information we need to formalize and call and collect in order to share this information to a lot of people. Because if we don't do that, we basically are becoming self-serving. I sit here, I admit to you, I get bored. If I keep on talking about the same thing like my master, I go crazy. My Chinese master, when he was alive, I wasn't there, but I read his books, the transcripts of his lectures from the tapes that they recorded, and it was agonizing to me because he kept on going the same thing over here and then repeat that, somewhere else, and time again. I said, my God, how can you have the patience to do that? I don't. Okay, so I get bored. I need to do something different, contributing more than just be a recording. This is a recording. Do you know about giving? Do you know about the 6 paramitas? Do you know about Chan? Yes, this is recording. Please don't call. But it turns out that it's a personal attachment. But I think we need to be more systematic and share this information because it's very good. And I apologize to all of you because I should be more sensitive to your needs instead of mine. Mine is boredom. Yours is you need good information to make good decisions in your life. Because honestly, if I knew about all this, if I had all these types of information when I was younger, I would have become a much better person, not like fumbling, bumbling, and clownish kind of monk I am today. Okay, seriously, when I met my Chinese master, her teacher, and look at the wealth of information he was giving to us, I said, wow, I wish my parents gave me this. I wish my teachers gave me this so that I wouldn't have to struggle so much in my entire life, in my entire adult life. Okay, so I hope that we have a brainstorming session where we can share, we can come up with more, more tools, more mechanisms for us to share this information freely, Encourage them to go to plant the blessings all over so that they can improve their lives, have a better chance. Because the Westerners, like I was educated in a Western system. I was trained, I was taught, I was educated to take, not to give. Does it sound familiar? We train in our schools how to take, not to give. And that's wrong. You like that, your life will be so miserable because all you do is take, and take. Take from your wife, take from your children, take. Oh, is that some kind of song like that? No, it's shake. I get confused. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Okay, thank you everyone. Okay, good night.